Today, we walk through into one of the most pressing issues of our time, climate change and its close relationship with politics. Climate change knows no borders, and its consequences affect every corner of our planet. Global cooperation is complex, and we need to explore the persistent challenges faced in overcoming this crisis. Let's shed some light on how political actions can shape our shared future. Can you imagine a world where leaders unite to fight a common enemy? Climate change? Well, this is a dream. Are politicians inspired by this at all? Countless conferences, accords, and global commitments, but how many of them are about climate change? Let's take a closer look at the highs and lows of global cooperation in addressing climate change. Climate change activism has surged, with passionate voices demanding political action. However, the road to real progress is often riddled with obstacles and setbacks. But why is it so challenging to translate these demands into effective policies? As we explore the delicate correlation between politicians, corporations, and environmentalists, we will unwind how their interactions can either accelerate or hinder climate change-related initiatives. In recent decades, international cooperation on climate change has seen significant advancements. The Paris Agreement, adopted in 2015, stands as a milestone in global efforts to limit temperature rise. The accord brought together nearly 200 nations, each pledging to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But despite these agreements, the actual implementation has faced challenges. The world has seen instances of political shifts impacting cooperation. Some countries have withdrawn from climate treaties, emphasizing national interests over collective responsibility. This political tug-of-war can hamper progress, as achieving a common ground becomes a delicate balance of compromise and ambition to make a difference in the world. The influence of corporations on political decisions is something we can't deny. With industries tied to carbon-intensive practices, their lobbying power can shape climate policies in favor of profit over environmental protection. However, amidst these challenges, there's a silver lining. Yes, the rise of grassroots movements and pressure from civil society, public awareness campaigns, and social media activism are forcing corporations to reassess and redo their environmental impact and take sustainable actions. While developed countries contribute significantly to historical emissions, developing nations face the brunt of climate change consequences. Balancing climate goals with economic development remains a persistent challenge for these countries. This turns out quite unfair, since certain megapowers of the world tend to have made some irreversible damage. Now, with more awareness coming in, the newer generation is seeing how much damage has already been done. Sadly, the upcoming generation from the growing countries are facing the music of this more than anyone else. Yet, the resilience and creativity of developing nations offer glimpses of hope. Some have embraced renewable energy solutions and implemented adaptation strategies that inspire the world. There have been multiple initiatives. Here are some of them. Solar Energy Initiative. Numerous developing countries, especially those with an abundance of sunlight, have embraced solar power as a key renewable energy source. Wind power projects. Developing nations with favorable wind conditions have invested largely in wind energy projects to harness this clean and renewable energy source. Geothermal energy utilization. Some developing countries situated along tectonic plate boundaries or hotspots have tapped into geothermal energy. Hydropower generation. Many developing nations with rivers and water resources have developed hydropower projects as a renewable energy source. Sustainable biomass and bioenergy. Developing countries have turned to biomass and bioenergy solutions, including biogas, biofuels, and biomass-based power plants. Energy efficiency measures. Several developing nations have prioritized energy efficiency initiatives to reduce energy consumption and curb emissions. In conclusion, the fight against climate change involves a complex interaction of global cooperation and persistent challenges. While international agreements serve as crucial frameworks, political shifts and corporate interests can stall progress. Nevertheless, the power of activism, public awareness, and innovative solutions continues to drive positive change. It is important for us to remember that climate change is not a problem for one nation or one group, but a collective challenge that demands collective solutions. By understanding the interconnections between climate change and politics, we can inspire political will for greater global cooperation and forge a sustainable path for future generations. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, the future is in our hands. Together, we can make a difference. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay tuned for more enlightening discussions. Until next time, take care and be the change you wish to see.